We're going to talk about some of these topics while you're voting. We're going to find out what we think. A little bit more in-depth conversation about all these topics going down tonight. And a big thing we've been talking about is this Baldoni thing. It keeps coming up. I don't know why it keeps coming up, but it keeps coming up because, again, it's in everybody's feed. It's in our feed, right? Ron, how's your idea about Baldoni? Changing? Better? Worse? After we hear about stealing his friend's script and he released that video. Did you see the video he released of him on set?
I did not.
They released I'm gonna tell you fast. They released like 9 minutes, right? 9 minutes of like him and her just dancing. And during that sequence, what it was supposed to be slow motion, so MOS, right? And they're just talking, having conversations. He's like, but you're still acting. So he's kissing her on the neck, he's doing stuff, they're cuddling, and then they're talking about the scene. And she's saying that shows that he was abusing power, and he's saying that was me acting in the scene, and we're still having a conversation. So that happened.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So with that being said,
the layers on this thing are so intense, and we keep peeling another one off like an onion. Do I trust Baldoni with anything? No, I actually don't. I've seen him as he was looking for something that he does not deserve from the very beginning of this whole thing, and him stealing somebody's script doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, Ron, it's crazy to me. I'm like, what is happening? And like, I heard that. I'm like, this is not helping his case. This coming out now too? No. Not at all. It makes me wonder even more, like, is he even a writer? And then like the whole thing with Taylor Swift happened where like Taylor Swift is like turning against her a little bit, which is weird.
Yeah, that is very weird because her and Tracy are such great friends with Blake and Ryan. They go to, all the time. Something's weird there. Yeah,
it's weird. And El Santos doesn't follow. El Santos, a lot happening. We'll talk about that more. But what do you think about that Guy Ritchie show? That Guy Ritchie show, it's a stellar cast, right?
Anything with Guy Ritchie is amazing, and I just think that's cool. And how much fun will that be? Yes.
Oh, I think it's going to be fantastic. Yeah. I think it will. And then also, I think the other big thing is happening is, of course, that show on Hulu, Paradise. You going to watch that?
Yes. The billboards are all over. It's very intriguing. And after seeing that trailer, absolutely. And James Marsden as the president. Who would have thought that little pretty boy would grow up to be the president?
Oh, round of applause for that, Ron. Round of applause for that. That little pretty boy.
Beating yourself, Ron.
I've always loved him.
I know you love Abbott Elementary, and I know you love also White Lotus, right? Two big shows coming back. Which one were you more excited about?
Honestly, Abbott. I've taken that direction of it.
It's good.
It's just a fun, tongue-in-cheek. It's a lot of fun. I love the expressions of these people when they're fourth wall camera.
Oh yeah, it's amazing, right? It's like, what are we doing right now?
I love it.
It's crazy. And Joe, we do hear you right now. If you're wondering if we hear you, Joe, we do hear you.
I can't
you can't hear us. Oh, Joe can't hear us.
You can hear me either.
I think GR, go over there and help him, man. We hear you. We hear you, Joe. We hear you. We hear you. GR, what do you think about this stuff going down here? Let me ask you. Okay, Paradise 2. Are you excited about that Paradise show at all?
I want to see it. It looks incredible.
Right?
And the cast is stellar.
I think it is too. Are you surprised, like Ron said, that James Marsden will be the president of the United States?
Well, he's grown up a little bit.
He's a Kennedy. He looks like a Kennedy.
He does look like a Kennedy. You're right. You're totally
Kennedy character.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
couldn't resist that shot.
And as we've been talking about Baldoni too, like, what do you think? Is this going to change any kind of opinion for Baldoni?
No, I go back and forth on this, but this lawsuit, and I kind of said it in the hot takes, it sounds like people piling on. It's like, okay, the guy's gotten sued, let's add some more. We might get some money out of it.
Well, the crazy thing is, like, this friend is like going dead too, which is crazy. Yeah. But I mean, like, we're going to keep hearing more and more, GR. You're right. Time will tell, but they're going to keep hearing. Every day I feel like something new happens with it. Yes, it's like Diddy. We had Diddy for a long time.
Quit, and so what does that tell you? Taylor walked away from the bit, the person.
Hey, Brian, you just said it. Diddy's people did this because nobody's been talking about Diddy. That's
what it is.
All the pressure on Diddy.
Thank you, Ron. You just answered the question.
Oh my God! It just takes away everything.
That's got to be a Diddy thing. It's got to be a Diddy thing.
He did it.
Diddy did it.
Did you see that they have Diddy's filing a defamation lawsuit for like $50 million?
Yes.
That's a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Since when can somebody that can file a defamation against
Joe?
Just say that it's a joke.
Joe, you're back.
We hear you, Joe.
For a second.
Well, I don't know what's happened. We hear you, Joe. Joe. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you're right. Diddy's people probably are the people doing this, right?
Exactly.
It's Diddy's people. I love
Diddy's fault. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I mean, Pepe's been saying it for a long time. Pepe's like, yeah, he has.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. Are you shit face?
I'm looking right now. I'm looking.
I'm not shit-faced, Pepe.
Just for the record, Elementary is a nice little show. But as I said, it's just a remake of 22 Jump, Room 222.
Do you think so? Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's a more updated version, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's the same basic premise. A bunch of teachers talking about their students all the time.
I also say high school high sometimes, too.
Well, no, it's an elementary school. It's not a high school.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very much The Office and Parks and Rec flavor. Yeah, that's interesting, though. Yeah.
Well, they got a new spin on it, you know?
Again, I'm dating myself. I am youth deprived.
Well, how does that feel to date yourself? Do you ever get in a fight?
Yeah. Is it tough?
Not in the last couple of years.
Pepe, what do you think about GR's comments?
I have a shirt that says it all. You know, I'm too old to fight, too slow to run, so I'll just shoot you and have done with it.
Okay. Haven't seen that.
All right. Yeah. Pepe, what do you think about GR's comments about like Abbott Elementary?
We got a bunch of player haters up in here.
Oh. Pepe must like it. Pepe, you like that show? You're excited about it? You're very excited about it?
I'm not rolling over on this one. Nope, not I.
I know you're not. But, I mean, he's having a good time. But anyways, everybody, great time here. I think we're haunted today, GR. Great quick takes across the board, but I love you all being here. There's a lot going on in the business, and I'm always super excited about it. GR is too. GR, is there anything else that you're super excited about in here? And the breaking news for the night?
Well, oh, God.
You even watched White Lotus, right? Have you seen White Lotus?
With Mirren, Brosnan, and Hardy in one movie? Oh, hell
A series, a Paramount Plus series. That's a star-studded series right there. That's what that is.
Oh, that's a series. I thought it was a movie.
That's a series, yeah. Is Joe back?
Jesus. I finally got back.
Round of applause, Mr. Joe Clark, everybody.
Joe is back.
Joe.
We lost one.
Joe, what about this Joker thing, right? I mean, you're all about Batman these days. I know. Doing the Gordon thing. 7 Razzies? 7 Razzies? Is that deserved?
Honestly, from what I hear, yes. I never saw it, but from what I know is that you've got a bunch of people who love the Joker. He's like a crowd favorite character. Everyone loves it, especially by the end of the first one. You've created such a interesting, unique version of this character. And then they just go back on all of those things in the second movie. And then to top it off, from what I've heard, there's a rape scene where they rape the Joker. And surprise,
there's a rape scene.
People who are fans of that character didn't want to see that.
I mean, it was the weirdest fucking scene, Joe. It was the weirdest fucking scene because it's like all of a sudden the cops just had to pull him to the side after he was like decided to be the Joker in the trial. They just pull him to the side when he goes back into the jail cell, and it's like low key, like one guy unzips his pants and it cuts. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wait, whoa. We talk about this? Well, this is not song and dance anymore. This is like, is this like fucking bring out the clowns? It was fucking nuts.
No, and on paper, I love the idea of through musicals, the Joker and Harley Quinn descending into madness and love as they lose their minds together. And to me, what would be a good way to tell that story is lose the trial complete and have them all lose their minds in the asylum and then have them escape. And that's the end, as they fucking escape out of Arkham into the fucking sunset. Like, it seems like an obvious story to tell, and it was just Todd Phillips being like, I've got an idea. How about we fuck them? Like, it's terrible. I don't know. It sounds awful.
I know. Even the fact when he gets out of jail, they blow up the courtroom, and he gets into a car, and there's like Joker fanatics having him in the back seat. He freaks out and he leaves. I wanted like one, even if you want to go further and go into a third act, I wanted one sequence where he's the fucking Joker, and like he's out, and all these fucking hoodlums are behind him, and he fucking causes massive chaos, and then Batman can fucking drop down, and the fucking movie ends, and then you have no idea what the fuck happens, and it's cool. You know, all you gotta see is a cape and a cowl. It's all you gotta see, and the movie fucking ends, and people go, oh my god, where the fuck are we going with this? As opposed to like, oh, we just fucking had somebody else kill him and make himself the Joker at the end of the movie. I'm sorry, that's spoiler alert probably, but that's what they did. And it's like
it also seems like you said too, like I want to see more of the Joker. You would think because this is the sequel to the Joker, like with a lot of, you know, movies that have the sequel, it's like the first movie is you're watching the character become the character, and in the sequel they're the character the whole time. So you would think for the sequel of the Joker, it's like, sweet, so now he's just going to be the Joker the whole time. And they were like, actually, no.
Like, fuck that. That's what they said.
Why
Todd Phillips said, fuck that. Because he didn't want to make the movie.
This is what gets you 7 Razzies. Like, yes.
Yeah. So you think it's well-deserved.
So. Yeah. No, you bastardized an iconic
It wasn't
character.
enough.
You had the opportunity to tell an amazing story, and you just shit the bed.
Shit the bed. Massively shit the bed.
So bad. No, but, I've got a cool little promo scene that I'm going to be doing for my short film. Is it's just an audio tape, because a lot of the production stuff that I'm doing that's going to be promoting the movie before it comes out is going to be just like still image with some audio file. I have like some police banter, some Arkham tapes, and just a couple of little things that I'm making for it. And one of them is an interview with Harley Quinn and the Joker, and it was so fun to just work in that medium of having them kind of first meet and how that first interaction goes. And it's like, I had fun making I don't know, it's probably going to be a 30-second promo thing for it that kind of establishes that foundation for them. And I had so much fun with that. I can't imagine how you could shit the bed so hard when you had the opportunity to do a feature-length film on that topic alone. How did you fuck that up? There's some great Harley Quinn content out there.
It's called Not Caring.
That's fantastic.
I know. It's called studio interference.
Joe, you have to remember, we're in Hollywood. They can fuck up a wet dream.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's true, GR. It's true.
Wrong.
I like how Angel said Batman cameo would have been amazing. I know. All we need is like you don't have to even fucking see.
Like, you could just see and it's like wouldn't even have to go that far as to just be like, ooh, they found a Batarang. Like it could just be as simple as that. And you'd be like, oh, that's part of Batman.
Oh God. I mean, honestly. You just have them go, who can stop me now? And all of a sudden, boom, and you see the cape and the cowl, dun, 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 and it fucking dies, and that's it. That's all I have to do.
It's so funny because we say that, and the Penguin just did that perfectly.
Yep.
Because like 100%. The very end of that, I mean, spoilers or whatever, but like seeing the bat signal.
That's great. That's all we needed. That's all we needed.
Kiss, like, fantastic. That's all I want. He's not the focal point, but he's coming. He's on his way. Like,
well, like Queen said, the point of it was the Joker fell in love, and once he lost woman, that was it. He didn't want to be the Joker. But I mean, like, we wanted the Joker, though. We just wanted the Joker. We didn't want to see the Joker fall in love.
It's the sequel to the Joker.
And the Joker never gave a fuck about Harley Quinn, too. Look at every adaptation of him. He's like, whatever, Harley. You know what I mean?
Well, that was the whole thing, is like, you got to show his manipulation. What makes that relationship interesting is you grab somebody who is a professional psychologist, manipulated her to a degree that you now have her under your thumb.
That's
level of intellect and
good thumbs up.
Psycho fucking mentality like it takes to do that to a professional in the field. That's the story I want to see. Like, please give me that story.
Well, Queen, it could have been Thomas Wayne as Batman. That'd have been interesting too. I know Batman was a kid, but if you had Thomas Wayne, you would have been like, oh, this is a whole different fucking universe then too.
Yeah,
you know?
well, that's the universe where Batman kills.
Well, Thomas
Wayne takes over, and
Thomas
his
Wayne
wife becomes the Joker.
Thomas Wayne didn't have the bats in the that caused the Batman character.
But he was still Batman, though, wasn't he? He was still Batman.
No, he wasn't. Batman.
Thomas Wayne was Batman in an iteration.
Ryan, I read the comics before you were born.
There's a comic where he's Batman.
There's a
comic.
Comics this whole time since you read those first ones.
There's a comic where Thomas Wayne becomes Batman. There's a comic and he's like fucking crazy. And like Joe said that the Joker is actually his wife. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, it's an alternate universe where Bruce
Dad was
Wayne
a rich guy with a rich wife.
Gio doesn't want it.
And
he doesn't want it.
I'm not buying that bullshit. I'm sorry.
I will pull a picture up and show you the picture of Thomas Wayne as Batman.
Does exist, though.
I have the comics in the garage, and that's bullshit, Brian. I'm sorry, Brian.
But
I'm going to show you a picture.
More comics, Gio. They're not done making comics once they made these. Other people have written more stories. For example, I'm writing a Batman story.
It came out in 2011. It came out in 2011.
That was 75 years after Batman came out.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's called reinventing the wheel.
Character.
Yeah.
If it was all canonical to the original one, Batman would be almost 100 years old.
He is.
at this point.
he could be. He could totally be.
He's in my age group, okay?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
No. I'm going to show you fast before.
That's right. Flashpoint. There they are. Yeah.
Flashpoint. Yep. I'm going to show you right now. Guys, here's Batman from Flashpoint. Thomas Wayne, Batman, right there. There we go. That's all I got. That's all I got to say. But great quick takes, everybody.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.